Alright, quick update on Stronger and Strong. So let's start off with Stronger. If we look at what's going on right now, for the past couple of videos, I've been saying that I think we'd be coming down to the 2.618 Fibonacci at $83. And I said we need to bottom at $83, otherwise, the next Fibonacci that we've got down is all the way between, $61 and $58. We've got kind of like a double fib region around here. And once again, we really need to hold these levels now we've broken below here, because a breakdown below 58 cent, in my opinion, would make this AB equals CD pattern very likely that I've been talking about. So if you didn't watch my last video, I've been talking about this A, B, C, D pattern that could potentially be playing out. Now we're on the 1 hourly right now. It looks a little bit stretched out, but if we come over to the higher time frames, you can really see, we've got a nice push down, push up, and push down, and this would be really indicative of an AB equals CD pattern playing out. So once again, I said this in my last video, I don't think the price target down here at $23 is the most likely. Nonetheless, this pattern that we've got going on is very, very valid. And while we are below this $84 region, especially while we're putting so many 4 hourly closes below it, we've got this fib from low to high. We're not even up to our first Fibonacci, so we're really showing weakness right now in the short term for Stronger, unfortunately. And there's not really anything else I can say apart from the fact that we've broken down below $83. So my new price target for Stronger is once again another move down to this $61. So let's see how far this would be. So the price range, really nothing too crazy. It's a 20% move to the downside, and once again we do have like a double fib region around here. We've got a 3.618. Let me mark this green as support. So we've got a support box down here. Your conservative price target's a 22% move, your more bearish price target's a 24% move. But nonetheless, I'm really not entering any trades on Stronger. I've been sitting on the sidelines since it has minted at $150. I'm looking to get in for a good price. We're already at a 50% discount, so we've done well by being conservative, waiting for a trend reversal while we're sitting on the sidelines, because if you were looking to DCA in now, from where this minted at 149, basically 150, we've got like an exact 50% discount going on right now. So once again, while we are getting stuck below this $83 at the 2.618, as we've had multiple closes and rejections of the 2.618, you can see we came up to this multiple times. Like, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections from this now, and we've come up a 5th time. And if you want to call this, a 6th time, if we come down to the hourly, I'm sure this is so where's our fib? 2.618. So we've really crashed into this quite a few times. You can see this is a really strong area of resistance. And once again, while we are moving down in this downwards trajectory, we now have to look at lower price targets. So I have to assume that $61 is in play. Once again, we don't necessarily need to hold $61, but if we do break below $58, this could get a little bit nasty in the short term, because then I would have to assume that this, well, we've got a 4.236 down here. That's another 43% drop. I'd say obviously we'd have to focus on that before we can even think about the AB equals CD pattern. But it's not looking too good for Stronger right now. We're really only seeing selling volume, and I guess you could say that would be assumed, because all the selling volume for the nodes has moved over to Stronger, but nonetheless, that assumption would kind of assume that the selling volume on Strong would subside, but the selling volume on Strong has not been good at all. It's been increasing, if anything, the past few days since this Stronger chain has been announced. So really, once again, we need to see a strong break above 84. I'd want to see more than one 4-hourly close, potentially an 8-hourly close, 2 4-hourlies above the $84. Once that happens, we can start talking about higher price targets, but until then, once again, I have to assume between $61 and $58 is in play. If we break below that, we've got $41, which is another nasty drop, like 40%, and then we've got our AB equals CD, and if we start taking out $22, then I think it's really going to speak volumes about the long-term, longevity of Stronger. So I am of the opinion that Stronger is going to outperform Strong. It has been outperforming Strong, even though it's down 50% since its inception a couple of days ago. I mean, you can see Strong is down like 71%. So let me make sure I'm getting the right dates, because I don't want to make Strong look worse than it is. But this came out on the 5th, so I mean, yeah, this was on the 5th. So you know, I'm not even, you know, cherry picking the data to make it look bad. This came out on the 5th. Let me get the 4-hourly just to make it like absolutely, you know, very, very clear cut. So on the 4-hour, this literally came out on the 5th at 8 p.m. So we'll move this down a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So it was up here. Let's do it from the close at 8 p.m. So while Stronger is down 50%, Strong is down 66%. So I mean, I guess we were right that Stronger is going to outperform Strong in the long term. I am also of the opinion that Stronger is going to outperform Strong in the long term as well. I think it's going to have a choppy start. I think it's going to have a big rally over time, and then it will lose momentum. So as I've been saying in my past few videos, I really can't overanalyze these Strong videos anymore. You know, bearish momentum is extremely picking up to the downside on the daily. We're seeing an increase in selling volume. Sure, it hasn't been as bad as, you know, the past week. But this is really unrivaled volume that we haven't seen before. I mean, it's not looking good. I don't even want to look at what's going on in the 4-hour. I don't think it's important at all. But what is important is, you know, this was my last line in the sand. I said if we close a weekly below $70, then, you know, Strong is going to zero in my opinion. And also we pulled this local low down here, the lowest it ever went, the all-time low, if you will, at $45. And you know, we're breaking below that as well. So if you're interested in my short-term perspective on this, not just saying that this is going to go to zero, I am of the opinion this is going to come down to $14 in the short term before having a bounce. You know, sure, potentially it could be up to $70 before we do continue the rug. I don't think this is just going to go down in a straight line. I think that would be a little bit silly to assume that it's just going to go to zero, because there's so many people who still care about this. There's so many people who think that, you know, the fundamentals on this are amazing and it's going to just have a massive reversal at some point, and I have to disagree. I don't think this is a good long-term project. That is just my opinion. Nonetheless, the last video we said, I'm going to get rid of this drop that we had here. The last video I said, I think we are coming down, and this was what I said from when we broke down from here. So, you know, really I was predicting another 70% drop on the table, down to the $14. Since then, I predicted we're coming down another 70%, we've come down another 21. So I mean, we've really not got too far to go. Another 62% on the table before we come down to 14. So like I said, I'm not going to overanalyze this chart. I'm not even going to look at what's going on the 4-hour, because I said that if this closes a weekly below $70, then in my opinion it's going to go to zero, and I really can't chart more than that. There's insane selling volume, and it's just not looking good in my opinion. So that is really all I've got for Strong. That is all I've got for Stronger. Best of luck if you're in Strong or Stronger. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace. And also, weekly EMA ribbons about to flip weekly bearish, so we could see a massive flush out. Like I'm saying, I think $14 is your next price target. That's all I've got. Cowboy out. Peace.